All right, I want to talk to you about what I think is the most important story of the day. And it comes from The Hill. And the headline is just Facebook boycott gains momentum. All right, doesn't sound like a big deal, right? Facebook is coming under mounting pressure from major companies to rein in hateful content on their platform or risk further loss of ad revenue. In the past week, companies like Patagonia, The North Face, Ben & Jerry's, REI have joined the Stop Hate for Profit campaign organized by civil rights groups in the wake of police killing of George Floyd. Organizers of the Facebook boycott acknowledge that while previous efforts to change Facebook's platform have fallen short, the national focus on racial injustice has put the spotlight on all aspects of life, including social media. Now, here you have big tech that already defines hate speech as this speech, any speech that disagrees with what the mob is saying. That's hate speech. They already agree with it. They are already limiting speech. They're already demonetizing people. They kicked 2 people off just in the last 2 days. They are coming for us one by one as it is. Now, you have the advertisers organized by the same people that put me out, put all of us out, the same people who have been boycotting Rush Limbaugh forever. You now have those people coordinating the efforts on Facebook. And with what's happening, what do you think is going to happen? Quote, this is from Jonathan Greenblatt, the CEO of the Anti-Defamation League. I think the country is reckoning with this legacy of systematic racism in a way that it hasn't before. You see this playing out in the public square, and it seems to be playing out in the political arena. That environment, I think, creates the conditions in which this advertising pause has so much appeal. Notice they call it a pause and not a boycott, because I don't think they know if they can survive without Facebook and Google. You don't know who's going to win on that battle. I would just like to say to Jonathan Greenblatt, you should watch, what is the HBO show that's out now? The Something of America. I've been watching it. It's really, really good, about Charles Lindbergh winning the 1940 election or 1939 election instead of Roosevelt. And it shows how the Jews are just sold out. If you actually think, while you're there running the Anti-Defamation League, that the people of Black Lives Matter are your friends, you are insane. You are absolutely insane. So the ADL, the NAACP, Sleeping Giants, Color of Change, Free Press, and Common Sense have launched the Stop Hate for Profit campaign last week, calling on companies to pull their advertising dollars from Facebook for the month of July. There's been a lot of misinformation, says James Steyer, founder and CEO of Common Sense. He said, after Floyd's death, there's been a ton of hate and white supremacist content on the platform, and they just ignore it. Really? The rhetoric is glorifying violence. The groups behind the current boycott are calling for Facebook to, among other things, create a threshold for harm where users facing harassment can speak directly with an employee, an internal mechanism for removing ads labeled as misinformation, and system for flagging content in private groups. So they want more restrictions. By the way, we have been flagged over and over again. This is how they are limiting our voices, because if you get enough people to let Facebook know that you think that that's misinformation, and if you get USA Today, ABC News, NBC to say what you're saying is misinformation, you're banned. They're already doing this. Although the campaign was just launched last week, they're already received more than a dozen corporate sponsors. Outerwear companies, including Eddie Bauer, were some of the first to join, pledging to stop buying advertisements on Facebook and Instagram for July. The web browsing company Mozilla, shipping company Local Postal, film distributor Magnolia Pictures, and global freelancing platform Upwork have also joined the campaign. As the world's largest on-demand remote talent platform, we're committed to building a safe and inclusive space for companies and professionals, says the CEO of Upwork. We cannot stand by and be complicit or complacent about the spread of hate, racism, and misinformation. Greenblatt suggested more companies are likely to add their names to the list. We've had a lot of incoming advertising agencies and other big brands who are thinking about it, and I think you'll see that more will come online in the days ahead. 360i, a digital advertising firm with clients like spice maker McCormick and Company, consumer giant Unilever, and Discover Financial Services, sent an email to clients last week advising them to join the ad boycott. David Kirkpatrick, author of The Facebook Effect and founder of Techomedy, called the potential of the boycott campaign historic. I think there's a small number of really global influential advertisers that would gain the attention of Facebook in a way that nothing else ever has. So they're going to start cracking down. Why am I telling you this? Because everything that I told you was coming is now here. These are the times. I literally would like you to thank God for the blaze, because it is only because of him that I started it. It is only because of him that we said we're going to build a platform that does not rely on advertising. We're going to build a platform that will be open to all voices that are coming under attack. If you believe in the Constitution of the United States, you have a home here. I don't know how long this is going to last. I don't know how long, but the Blaze is one of the platforms now, and others are not built the same as ours. We have been talking to other platforms for a while, and I think with coronavirus, they kind of woke up, and hopefully they are changing some of the things that they do. I am open to talking to any other platform about what makes us different and what makes us a little more stable. But I also am open to talking to any talent that is on the ropes right now. There must be some place that is preserved and is a defender and is a voice of America. I also put out a call today. Please, and I have asked people who are like-minded, and I think they thought I was crazy when I said it, but I am putting a call out right now to people who are in Silicon Valley, who see what's going on, and know that the only voices that are important at times like these are the ones of dissent. You cannot have lockstep thinking. You cannot do it. If you want to survive, you must have people that think differently.